After dethroning Yeonsangun and ascending the throne, King Yeonjong, seeing the Hungu faction that had contributed to the Yeonjong rebellion, leading the nation, appointed a large number of Sarim forces including Gwangjo to check their power. The Sarim, greatly harmed by continued purges, grew in the rural society based on Seowon and Hyangyak, leading the central politics from the 16th century. Seowon, a private educational institution, held rituals for esteemed Confucian scholars, and was dedicated to studying Neo-Confucianism and nurturing future scholars. Continuing the academic lineage, the establishment of the first officially recognized Seowon, Baekundong, Seowon, was initiated by Joseon, the magistrate of Pyeonggi County, to honor Hyangyak, who introduced Neo-Confucianism to Korea. The state designated certain Seowon as Royal Seowon, granting them land, slaves, and books to encourage scholarly research, with Baekundong Seowon receiving the royal plaque from Hwang, becoming the first Royal Seowon. However, as the number of Seowon increased, using their tax-exempt status led to deterioration of the national finances and issues like stronger, factional ties within the same school of thought. Hyangyak refers to the autonomous regulations of rural communities, started by Gwangjo, who introduced and translated the Chinese Yosi Hyangyak into Korean, promoting four cardinal virtues. This integration of Confucian ethics into local customs through Hyangyak, along with Seowon, formed the foundation of Sarim's power, significantly contributing to spreading Neo-Confucian ethical values among the people. The philosophy of Sohak, exploring the principles of the universe and human nature, was applied by the new scholars in governance and daily life, emphasizing self-cultivation before governing the people. Hwang's philosophy, which asserted the absoluteness of Taoist politics, had a strong fundamental and idealistic tendency, emphasizing that kings must continuously strive to cultivate their character and scholarship. Hwang's teachings influenced the Yongnam school and Easterners, and after the Imjin War, even spread to Japan, where Hwang was referred to as the Juzai of the East. Emphasizing pragmatism and reform, authored Dongho Mundap, advocating for reforms in the tax system and governance, and in Seonghak, Jipyo, stressed the role of wise ministers in assisting the king's self-cultivation. Yi's thoughts significantly influenced the Gyeohak school and Westerners, advocating for the Samyang law, a reform proposing the collection of taxes and rice, and the establishment of a 100,000-strong army to fend off foreign invasions. Both Seonghak Sibdo and Seonghak Jipyo share the commonality of focusing on the Tao of kingship, but while Hwang's Seonghak Sibdo emphasized the role of a gentleman in self-cultivation, Yi's Seonghak Jipyo highlighted the importance of ministers in assisting the king. The absolute good that forms the origin of all things in the universe is Li, while Qi, which constitutes all things, mixes good and evil. Thus, the pure Li is noble, and Qi, imbued with both good and evil, is base. Li and Qi, though seemingly inseparable, and one, differ in that Li lacks form and action, whereas Qi possesses both. Through the theories of Li and Qi by Hwang and Yi, we can examine the thoughts of these two Neo-Confucian scholars. Did you find it interesting? We'll return with more on the political dynamics of the Joseon dynasty.